Hello GasHeads and welcome to episode number 2 on the GasCast YouTube channel. Thank you so much for all the support we received on the relaunch of this channel recently. We had loads of lovely comments, and if you didn't manage to catch that first episode, I will put a link to it down in the description of this video so you can go and check that one out after you finish watching this one. But without any further ado, let's get cracking and have a chat about the star man at the top end of the pitch for the mighty Gas. After joining the Gas from Forest Green Rovers back in June of last year, it's fair to say that Aaron Collins endured quite the dry spell in his first few months at the club, with the striker going 18 games without a goal before finally breaking his duck in mid-November with an FA Cup screamer in the comeback victory against Oxford United at the Mem. However, from then on, the Welshman didn't look back, ending the season with a very respectable 18 goals in all competitions and finishing 5th in the League 2 top scorers chart. And this is a tally made even more impressive by the unfamiliar role he was asked to play in for the majority of the campaign, with Collins, a player who'd spent a large chunk of his time at Forest Green, playing either alongside or to the left of a big number 9, tasked with the job of leading the line for Rovers and spearheading our attacks. The reason for this was because, despite being given the number 10 shirt when he joined the Gas, with many fans expecting him to fulfil this role in Joey Barton's side, Rovers went most of the season lacking a fit and reliable number 9 for Collins to play next to. What with Leon Clark's injury issues and Brett Pittman having the mobility of an oil tanker. So, for the benefit of the team, Collins had to make the number 9 position his own, and the way he made this new position work was to play not as a traditional number 9 or as a number 10, but as a false 9. False 9 is a position that became popularised in the English game by Liverpool's use of Brazilian forward Roberto Firmino, a player Barton has compared Collins to in terms of style on a number of occasions. And if you look at the respective heat maps for both players from last season, it's clear to see why, with both players spending the majority of their time dropping deeper than you typically see from lone strikers and getting more involved in the build-up play for their team, rather than standing between the width of the goalposts, something more common in out-and-out number 9s like Forest Green's Jamil Matt. In playing the role in this way, Collins is able to both minimise the physical weaknesses to his game, whilst at the same time utilising the strengths that make him so effective as a false 9, with his clever movement dropping off the front line, capable of opening up gaps in the opposition defence for his teammates to exploit. In fact, if we take a look back at Collins' first Gas goal against Oxford, it's actually a perfect illustration of how the 25-year-old uses this movement to cause problems for the back lines of other teams. So in this still here, you can see that as Kian Harries plays the ball forward from Rovers' defence, instead of backing into the centre-backs and acting as a wall for Rovers to play off, something the likes of Matt Harrold used to do very effectively for Rovers, Collins has dropped into a pocket of space between Oxford's defence and midfield, giving the striker the option to either play in one of his teammates if the run is right, or just casually turn and spank one into the top bins with his weaker foot from 25 yards.
As Bristol Rovers fans believe they're roaring their side forwards here, it's cracked onwards!
And in these average player position maps from 3 of the Gas's games last season, you can see that it's not unusual for some of Collins' attacking colleagues to end matches having played further forward than he has across the 90 minutes. Something which, in my opinion, was a key part of the Gas's fluency going forward in the second half of the campaign. So as for what Collins' role will be for the upcoming season, if Rovers bring in another big man this summer alongside Lofty, then I would expect to see Collins reverting to more of a number 10 position, but let's just wait and see what happens now the summer window is open. Either way, let's hope that Aaron's sobered up by the end of next month and is ready to hit the ground running in League 1. Cheers to Rovers' Roberto Firmino. So that's it for this one, GasHeads. If you enjoyed the video, I would love it if you could give it a like, because it would help us reach as many Rovers fans as possible with our content. And of course, if you haven't done so already, then do subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything we're going to do moving forwards video-wise. All that's left to say is up the Aaron Collins and up the Gas.